Alrighty then. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of our Monday night stay at home open mic presented by the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series. Once again, we are based out of El Paso, Texas, here in the U.S. Southwest border. And my name is Richie Amadrufo. We are sponsored by Border Senses, a local literary nonprofit organization dedicated to the arts here in on the borderland. I'm the project director of Barbed Wire, aka BWOMS, and it's fun. I'm gonna be your host again tonight. So as always, we do have a great list of awesome performers. We do have plenty of room. So if you're watching right now as part of our live stream, first of all, I want to thank you for being a fan, and waiting around. I know we had a little bit of a later start time today. There's it's July 4th. There's nothing special going on today. We're just hanging out, having a good time. Actually, I lied. There is something special. Our first performer today, it's her birthday. Yes, that is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and introduce her in just a moment. But right now, I just want to let you guys know once again, like I said, welcome back to the open mic. If this is your first time joining us, it's great to have you. We have 109 plus episodes already on this YouTube channel. So if you like what you hear, if you like this stuff, go and check it back. We have like a whole archive of shows, and it is easier to navigate because of someone like Kit Wren, who every week goes and retroactively adds timestamps. So look out for his comment, and he adds timestamps based on when performers go on, and that's really helpful if you want to go back. Also, if you're a performer, that's also helpful, so you can go and like keep track of all your performances, if that's something that you would like to do. Anyway, online open mic is unlike it's just like any other open mic, really. If you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up. So once again, if you are watching on YouTube, the link to sign up is in the description of the video. If you want to get the leg up every week, usually the best place to get the list first is by subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking on the bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. Because I always upload or set up the live stream prior to the actual event. Anyway, if you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up. We have a pretty great list. Everyone has 5 to 7 minutes to do their own thing. You're more than welcome to share original pieces, new pieces, dust off old pieces, and of course, one of our favorite things to do here, the cover poem. If you have a poem or a poet that you would like to honor by reading their work, we definitely encourage that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and pick things up. We're going to also encourage you guys, just be active, leave comments in the chat. Those of us who are in the Zoom room, of course, we have many ways to give feedback. Of course, there's emojis, there's the chat. Definitely encourage all of these things. And of course, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself and clap when that person is introduced, or when they're more so when they're done. I think is a good way to do that. So anyway, I'm shutting up now. Let's go ahead and kick off today's show. As I already mentioned, it is a very special birthday. Let's go ahead and make some noise. Welcome to the stage. Let's hear it for Deadpan Lizzie. What's going on?
Thank you, and thank you for that intro. Beanie blessings, everyone. Happy to celebrate my birthday today, because America can eat a dick, to put it mildly. Yeah, the deadpan. Yeah, I'm deadpan Lizzie. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna read one poem tonight. It's called "The Lady with Fewer Liberties." We the people, women, would like to know why you're constantly at war with us. We the people with uteruses would like to know why you were constantly at war with us. Lady Liberty has had a blindfold over her eyes and mouth for far too long. The colonies declared for some independence 246 years ago, is what they say in the history books. 246 years ago, white men continued to get more freedom, and the rest of us remained second-class citizens. By overturning Roe v. Wade, this nation now gives consent for justices to cross their fingers behind their backs, overruling with their personal beliefs, making rules for my body and everyone else without any consent. When they wrote life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the stale canvas, what they meant was life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for cis, white, wealthy, heterosexual Christian males. What about the rest of us? When are we finally free? So I guess no motherfucking Independence Day to everyone who's not the status quo. They continue to roast us with their hamburgers and weenie on the rotted grills, feeling burnt to crisp, just another order of Nathan's greasy dogs and oversalted fries. still trying to fight for my rights, my identity, and everyone else, while my body stays chained up with their laws. So is my gender, religion, beliefs, and sexuality. That's next off the papers and back into the Hudson, where Lady continues to sink, while trying to swim to a shore where valued equally is fluent. Given carrying a lit torch is rather trying. July 4th is America's birthday and Lady Liberty's too. And this Lady Liberty's too. Another solo return with fewer rights, fewer smiles, and uncertainty, because many refuse to vote for that deserving woman. That's all I'm going to read tonight. You can follow me at Instagram, ES_Strauss, where you can also get a copy of my book of Pankus that came out for Evergreen Books, Kunda Beanie. Thank you for the time and the birthday wishes.
Awesome, Lizzie. Thank you so much. Once again, happy birthday. Congrats on the publications. And I just really quick, because I know we do get students who tune in. So before you leave, sometimes I'll try and like pull the teacher thing out. So let's say students are watching, they might ask like, what is a panku?
What is a panku? I created 3 styles of poetry at the very end of December last year called Pankus, Pan for Deadpan Lizzie. They are 3 different types of 9-word poems, not nonettes. For people that think I ripped off the nets, they're not nonettes. They are their own, yeah. The elitists love to come after me after that. I see you, elitists. They are their own stuff. I'll call, it's my birthday. I'm going to call people out. I don't care. They are 3 forms of 9-word poems. They're 9 words, 9 lines of 9 words, or an epic panku, which are about 800 words. 9 lines, 9 words, 9 stanzas. So anyone that's interested in learning about that, I do give workshops. I talk about it on Deadpan Dope, which that is back tomorrow night on Zoom and Facebook and YouTube with The Word Is Right. So follow me at ES_Strauss on IG, where Pankus, Deadpan Dope, my books. I'm also in real estate here in New York City. To learn more about that. And I'm also happy to teach anyone that's interested more about Pankus. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for answering that. And I just had to ask because there are plenty of aspiring writers and a lot of people who maybe are shy and just tune in. And I just think it's important to know that like you control the words. You can even create your own forms, and that's often a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the point is just to find a way to express yourself, even if you have to like find your own way, right? Break through forms, find out the forms, and then break through them, right? There's a reason why those sayings are like cliche. Alrighty, yo, the sky is exploding outside around me. That's crazy. I wonder,
fuck fireworks.
It's crazy.
Yes,
out there.
the epic pankus are 729. We did figure that out on Deadpan Dope a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha.
We knew it was around that number, but yeah, writer's block is hard. I don't believe in it. So you start with 9 words, 9 breaths, and you see where it takes you. And I wasn't all about the syllables. So I just said any 9 words, and I turned into a book. And I hope that it inspires others to write anything, not just poetry, create their own forms of writing and poetry. Exactly. And that if they feel stuck, to just remember like to take a breath, and 9 breaths can turn into 9 words. And it's hard. Life can be really painful and very hard to get through. So I hope this book helps people heal and see themselves and not feel scared, especially in big cities like New York, because sometimes it can feel that way.
Yeah, right on. Absolutely. Well said. Thank you so much. And of course, I saw shout out to Nick Paleologos. He was holding out a copy of your book. So definitely, if you guys are planning on checking that out, hit her up for a copy. Alrighty then, yo, let's go ahead and continue. Great to be here. We're going to go ahead and go from New York City to Toronto. And our next performer said he's either going to share a poem or a story. He's welcome to share both, honestly, but he has also created multiple universes where he shares a poem or a story or both. All right, let's go ahead and welcome back to the show. It's always great when he has a time to make it on, because I know it does get late. Let's go ahead and welcome Jeff Cottrell. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Thanks, Richie. I'm doing well. I've decided I'm going to do a couple of poems, or at least spoken word pieces or pretend poems or whatever, because one of them is brand new. So this is the new one. It's called Google is Your Friend. Hey, you know that new Twitter meme? What new Twitter meme? The one with the kangaroo and the Dr. Pepper bottle. Yeah, what about it? I don't really get the joke. What's it about? Google is your friend. Excuse me? Google is your friend. Why don't you look it up online? Oh, I could look it up, but you're right here. I thought you might know. Well, it's not worth my time to explain. Look it up. Okay, fine. By the way, I missed the Jays game last night. You know if they won? Google is your friend. Sorry? Google is your friend. Just look up the score. But you're a Jays fan. I thought you might have watched the game. Yeah, I did, but it's not my responsibility to relay baseball scores to you. I didn't say it was anybody's responsibility because it isn't. Go look it up like a normal person. Okay, fine, I will. Good. Sure. Now I gotta head to work soon. Oh, okay. How's the company doing? Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Look it up on the stock exchange or something. But I was just asking out of curiosity. Since you work there, they don't pay me to satisfy your curiosity. That's on you. Look it up. But I was just making conversation. Well, I don't owe you conversation. I don't owe you anything. All right. So there. Why does it offend you so much when I ask you a simple question? It doesn't offend me. I'm not offended. You react as if you are. That's pretty presumptuous of you to assume you know how I feel about anything. I feel fine if you must know. So why do you lash out at me over a question? I'm not lashing out. I'm just doing you the favor of pointing out you can easily look it up. Google is your friend. But Google is so impersonal. Isn't it more fun to ask another human being? Isn't that what human connection's all about? Isn't it more satisfying to share questions and answers and points of view with other minds? Isn't it more progressive to have a society that openly asks questions and discusses things with nuance and exploration of ideas instead of just silencing each other? Isn't it? No, it isn't. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what it is. It's a sign of your toxic laziness and immaturity. It's a sign you can't be bothered to take responsibility to stay informed. You're so self-absorbed and devoid of empathy that you're willing to waste other people's time manipulating them with inane questions. I think you need serious psychological help. I think you need to take some time to reconsider the way you treat other people. Until you do that work on yourself, you should probably stop trying to connect with others since you clearly have no people skills. All right, I apologize. Do you even know what you're apologizing for? For everything you just said. And I'll work on myself. Sorry, I didn't realize how you felt. Felt about what? About people asking questions. I didn't know you felt that way. Well, Google is your friend. What? Google is your friend. You should already know. If you looked it up, you would have found my blog, which explains everything I feel. Don't you read my blog? You know something? Sure. Google is my friend. Yes, it is. But you sure the fuck aren't. Goodbye. Hey, where are you going? Come back. Oh, why am I always so lonely? Well, at least Google is my friend. So thank you. That was a brand new piece called Google is your friend. Here's another one. It's relatively new. I don't think I've done it here, but I could be wrong. So this is called My Stand-Up Routine. Good evening. My name is Edgar Edmund von Custaparty, and welcome to my stand-up comedy routine. Some of you may remember me from past events for my intersectional poetry on post-colonial themes, which has been published in numerous academic literary journals. But I would like to try something altogether different tonight. This is my new experiment with stand-up comedy. With this, I hope to achieve the common contemporary goal of comedic stylings, that is, to use humor to drive the audience into paroxysms of laudable social justice. To that end, I shall deliver 3 jokes in my stand-up comedy routine, which I hope will deliver their messages in an accessible manner. Here is the first joke. The question: why did the chicken cross the road? I shall repeat the question. Why did the chicken cross the road? And now for the answer. The chicken crossed the road in order to join the demonstration held by the vegan organization in front of the slaughterhouse, protesting the cruel and inhumane treatment of chickens, turkeys, and other poultry animals in the meat industry, due to a farming establishment that values profit and production over animal rights. That is why the chicken crossed the road. I hope you all enjoyed that joke. Here is my second joke of the stand-up comedy routine. The question: did you hear the story about the one-legged jockey? The question once again: did you hear the story about the one-legged jockey? The answer: the story about the one-legged jockey is that he lost his left leg in combat during the Vietnam War, and this effectively ended his jockeying career. His life was further complicated by post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as the limited opportunities that our inequitable society offers to amputees, as well as veterans. The one-legged jockey spent the rest of his life as an outspoken activist for the rights of the downtrodden and the underprivileged, but his message went unheard by most, and he died in poverty and obscurity at the age of 37. He did not even live to see the Academy Award-winning movie about his life. That is the story about the one-legged jockey. I hope that this joke has met with your collective approval as well. And now for my final joke of the evening. It goes like this. The question: what is the deal with airplane peanuts? Allow me to repeat the question for those who are not able to catch it in full. What is the deal with airplane peanuts? Here is the answer. The deal with airplane peanuts is that they are a grave danger to passengers who may have allergies to these legumes. This risk is exacerbated by the enclosed and isolated environment of the airplane, thus proposing an extreme safety hazard for such persons. It is for this reason that I propose banning peanuts altogether from every airline menu. In the same vein, all meal and snack offerings in airplanes should be fully gluten-free, while sugar-free and salt-free options should be encouraged highly. Diabetes, obesity, and heart failure have cost too many lives in this world, and it is our responsibility to ensure that passengers do not endanger themselves through our careless neglect. That is the deal with airplane peanuts. It appears my time is up, so thank you for listening to my stand-up comedy routine. My name is Edgar Edmund von Costa Party. If you are available on Friday evening, please attend my planned set at the Waka Waka Club in Redneck Jim's quasi-comical showcase. I assure you that it will be a memorable and meaningful event. Good night. Thank you. That was called My Stand-Up Routine. My name is Jeff, and I have a novel for sale that looks like this. So have a good night.
Right on. Thank you, Jeff. And they can find you through your website, jeffcottrell.com, right? Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. I want to read. I would love to see that so much in person at a comedy club. Anyway, shout out to Jeff. Like I said, it's always great to have you on when you get to make the show. All right. So yeah, the sky continues to explode around me. It's so loud out there. It's crazy. Anyway, next up, we're actually gonna travel back to El Paso for just a moment, and of course, welcome the phenomenal Robin Schofield up to the stage. How are you, Robin? Good to see you again.
Hey, Richie. Hey, everybody. Well, it's, I don't know, not a day to celebrate, I guess. Some people are, though. My sky is also exploding. But the thunder sure is working. So I want to read a couple of my own and then a cover poem. And the first one I want to read is called Getting in Trouble in the USA. The Koch brothers seemed so much like fairy tale dragons, hoarding their black gold, discussing their filthy lucre around the ornate dinner table, overwrought. But they weren't. They were real, filthy rich Ayn Rand libertarians with no concern for the commonweal. Then there was this certain Pastor Jones of Florida who burned President Obama in effigy. And he didn't get in trouble. He moved on from burning Korans. He called him Hussein Obama, sitting at the head of his dinner table with his wife and children. On the other hand, we didn't call Bush Jr. president until the second term, when he was actually elected instead of chosen by the Supreme Court. Our Vietnamese exchange student afraid the police might come any minute for what we said around the dinner table. Florida purges the voter rolls as the elderly sit around their diminished dinner tables. People of color haven't had much say at the dinner table to begin with. A group of college kids sitting around a card table playing poker wonder why their blue city in Texas is divided into 4 safe Republican districts ending hundreds of miles away. The Greeks invented democracy, yes, but also the idea of inherited slavery. Jefferson, no idealist, but one who pursued happiness. His writings never invited Sally Hemings to the dinner table. And then this one in honor of our Opus Dei Supreme Court nowadays. At first, I've been working on this poem for several years, and at first it was prescient, then it was outdated, so I revised it, and then it was prescient again, and then now it's outdated again. It's called No Subservient Woman. Abigail Smith Adams wrote to John, "Your set of laws should include us as well, or we should rise up and speak for ourselves, vote for ourselves, and own ourselves." John replied, "I cannot but laugh. It may have taken a century or two, but we are not chattel since the 1890s. We own ourselves and our property now. We can choose whether to have children. We can apply for a credit card since the 1970s, thanks to RBG. Don't we have rooms of our own, she sheds and such? 3 centuries after our great-great-grandmothers, such as Susan B. Anthony, went to jail for voting, the ownership of our bodies is again in doubt, assailed by men, by pious men of dubious character in the Congress and above, demanding ultrasound wands be thrust. Demanding ultrasound wands be thrust up into our vaginas if we demand to own ourselves, including reproduction. Will the question never be over whether we can choose to have children or not? When we own ourselves, some men are afraid. When we own ourselves, our rights cannot be taken. Oh, but they can. They can be taken when 3 Catholics, a sexual harasser and a rapist, sit with the Supremes, when a seat has been stolen from the Democrats, when Alito quotes Matthew Hale from the 17th century, apologist for marital rape, persecutor of witches. Ladies, our rights aren't deeply rooted in history. We're barely in the books at all. It may be difficult in the face of the patriarchy, but we should rise up and speak for ourselves, vote for ourselves, and own ourselves. And now I want to read my cover poem, especially for July the 4th in the United States, is by the great Robinson Jeffers, Shine, Perishing Republic. While this America settles in the mold of its vulgarity, heavily thickening to empire and protest, only a bubble in the molten mass pops and sighs out, and the mass hardens. I sadly smiling remember that the flower fades to make fruit, the fruit rots to make earth, out of the mother and through the spring exultances, ripeness and decadence, and home to the mother. You making haste, haste on decay, not blameworthy. Life is good, be it stubbornly long or suddenly a mortal splendor. Meteors are not needed less than mountains. Shine, perishing republic. But for my children, I would have them keep their distance from the thickening center. Corruption never has been compulsory. When the cities lie at the monster's feet, there are left the mountains. And boys being nothing so moderate as in love of man, a clever servant, insufferable master, there is a trap that catches noblest spirits that caught, they say, God when he walked the earth. Thank you, guys. That's it. That's the great Robinson Jeffers. And I have a book, Flow. See, it's backwards there. Won a little award. And you can find me on Facebook and ask me about getting the book. We'll discuss how much it costs to mail it.
Okay, thank you, Robin. Richie had a situation with the fireworks in his neighborhood. He's making sure nothing's on fire. But as always, we have contingency plans for everything, contingency plans for this as well. Thank you again, Mom, for your wonderful set. But we're going from El Paso to the forks of the Allegheny River, and that's where our friend Vale Larkin lives and plies their trade. And I'm looking forward to what they have to say today. Take it away, Vale.
I just referred to you as an emergency backup on Twitter.
I mean, I am, so it works out.
I have rethought my set a little bit. I was going to read a poem, but I'm afraid it's just, there's never a good time to read a school shooting poem because it's always going to be triggering somewhere in the country. So I'm going to read a different poem that's also got a trigger warning for violence on it. And then another one. Prayers from the Desolation. I have studied the love in the world that contains me, the people and creatures, the air, the stones, trees towering through the millennia. I have found God even in the ashes. But faith is a privilege life sometimes takes away from you. Dawn breaks with singing joy over the horizon. Their eyes open, dull for a brief beat before widening bright with waking life. He will be home soon. They take a deep breath and push their spirit deeper down. What do I pray for them? To a loving God who will never kill, but who stands back still and silent while the ravenous feed. What is to be done with a living abyss? How should I pray? In the dark, the high cries and gut-crunching thuds. The girl raises her head. There is no light. The cold rough of the concrete feels almost soothing on her cheek. The pain is nothing. The cold is nothing. The girl is everything, and the men are nothing. But she cannot see. What can I pray for her? For a life ending too late and barely begun? Who will save her and succor her broken body? Where is God here? When they come for them, it is all over so fast. The men stand and mill, a morass of desperation. The soldiers approach, and the crowd surges subtly toward the gate. The men are trying so hard to be still, to be silent, to be worthy. But the currents through the crowd betray their anxiety. The bullets are hot and numerous. What can I pray for them? In nomine their blood, their bodies. Kyrie eleison, and who will have mercy on us all? Faith is a gift withheld by fate. Faith is a privilege. God sings to those unbroken and goes silent in the face of despair. Gods are a privilege, like anything scarce, and life sometimes takes them away from you. And to end on a lighter note, microfilaments. I dream of an insect who is planning the end of the world, supremacy assured. I dream about lands buried deep, so long ago, but rising, growing root and berry up and outside again. I dream about sisters in purgatory, about a book where a gremlin lives. I dream about two people reaching, page-torn but reaching, grasping illusion and metaphor by the handsful, but still reaching. I dream about you and all your contradictions and consistencies. I dream of your kiss, and it wakes me.
Yes. Listen, hey, Vale. I missed the beginning of your set. I'm so sorry. But that was a great piece right there. How you doing? What's new with any events you like to promote or how people can follow your work online?
You can follow me online on Instagram at Larkin at Vale Larkin, Linktree at Vale Larkin, or Twitter at Larkin Vale. And I think I have things to promote, but I'm a little scattered tonight, so never mind.
Alrighty then. So appreciate you for making it on. I'm gonna have to go back and catch the. You read 2 or 3? 2. Okay, I have to catch the first one. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, I apologize to Robin as well. I had to run out during your set. I guess my whole neighborhood got like truckloads of fireworks because it's been wild. But I smelled smoke, so I had to like kind of suddenly jump up and just kind of make sure run around. We have a lot of desert plants at our house, so I didn't want to make sure. I want to make sure nothing was on fire. And then my cat is terrified, so I had to go like calm him down and like just kind of leave him in my room. So anyway, woo, wild. And as always, thanks. I'm sure, Kid, if you I don't know if you got my message, we're able to come through. Either way, if I disappear, I know I can count on Kit to help out. If my computer fails or whatever. Anyway, yo, welcome back to the open mic. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to leave like that. We're gonna go visit our main man in Maine. And according to him on his sign up this time, his location is very interesting. A bald eagle, Murray, where a pterodactyl-sized eagle has hogtied him and is marinating him in a marinade with too much garlic. Sounds like good poetry. Let's go ahead and welcome once again to the stage, Generalissimo Brian Franco. What's going on?
Hello.
Hey.
I'll do 3 poems. The first I wrote in Jane's spoken words workshop that she did Thursday for Oye group. And actually there's no title for it yet. I don't know why. Honk, 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 honk. Ain't no geeses nowhere. Just another traffic jam. Car stuck in strawberry jam made of red number 42. Natural strawberry flavor that ain't so natural, and high fructose corn syrup. The dude in front of me is holding his phone to his ear. Traffic is moving, but he ain't. I lean on my horn, honk, honk, honk. His middle finger is attached to his fist, which he sticks out his window. We miss the light. The corn syrup in the street is thicker than before. Honk, 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 honk. Okay. And I have 2 other poems that I wrote at Ashley Villanueva's workshop on the 1st of the month. Everyone ought to check that out, the 1st of every month. I have to find it. The first is called Salt of the Earth. After Naomi Shahid Nye. My mother's name is Gaia. I am moisture. I am clouds. I am mist. I am fog. I am food for flowers. I am why tomatoes are juicy. I cause floods. I team up with my siblings, wind and lightning, to create frightening storms. Sometimes we cause hurricanes. Mom tries to punish us, but she created us to dissipate into atmosphere, to disappear into thin air. If I take a long needed vacay, they call it drought. They build homes where my presence erodes the land beneath and destroys abodes, yet they rebuild again and again. My mother birthed me as tears that fell to the ground and rose into air as clouds. I believe when I first landed on earth, I contained the salt of my mother's sadness, and dirt filtered salt from my being. I often wonder if salt was my twin the midwife never told my mother existed and sold to a wealthy family. I have always felt as if part of me was missing. I will never stop falling back to earth. I will never stop searching for my salt. I have one more poem, which is called, shoot, here it is. Why Monopoly is an exercise in redemption. What I know for sure is not very much. I have been hungry, but have never known true hunger. I have hungered, but have never been truly hungry. I have felt my heart beat against my shirt. I have felt my heart speak through my voice. I have said words that can be defined as heartless. Heartless is not a synonym for mean or rude, but a word unto itself that etches words said into scar tissue as history unforgettable. When I have been heartless, I started on the defensive, then transformed in a flash into offensive. Words became criminal without being crimes. Excuses were excuseless. To try to erase what can't be erased is like paying a debt with Monopoly money outside of playing Monopoly. All the little plastic houses and hotels are just little pieces of plastic. All the real estate was once land where howling four-legged wolves roamed, where wolves preyed upon those they preyed upon. Now new wolves with 2 legs and thumbs prey upon new prey, who pray for redemption, who pray to never know lonely, who pray to never be a wolf. What the wolves know for sure is that if they put cocoa butter on their lips, they can give cocoa butter kisses while biting the heads off their prey. The wolves say they cannot avoid being who they were born to be. They will never need to pray for redemption because they are predators. Thank you.
All right, hey, awesome. Thank you, Generalissimo. Appreciate that. Love the hat, love the poems, and as always, love the title so much. What anything coming out you want to promote? When's the next Cafe Generalissimo? Next week?
Well, no, it was today, so it's going to be 14 days, so that's going to be on the 18th, and then also on the 29th, I will be featuring along with a poet named T.A. Niles at Collapse Press, which is out of San Francisco. So I'll put that information. I don't have the Zoom information for Collapse yet, but I'll put all that in the chat. Thank you very much, Richie. Thank you very much, Kit. And thank you, Robin, for giving us Kit.
It's always a great sign off. Appreciate that, Brian. Oh, cheers, cheers, cheers. I also always appreciate how you personalize your sign up form submissions, even though I think sometimes you forget what you wrote. But it's always a lot of fun. Anyway, we're gonna go in and go from there to New Jersey, where we've been missing him. He dropped in today and got peer pressured to join. But that's all right. You know why? Because he's always got some great stuff. I know he's planning to do some traveling pretty soon. It's always great to see him. Let's go ahead and welcome back to the stage, Nick Paleologos. What's going on, man? Nick.
Hey, been a minute, man. Rotator cuff injury. Well, my rotator cuff stuff sucked. It was very painful. But I'm back, and my mic broke in the process too. So that was fun. So I was like, I'm having a great week. This is great. But now everything's all good now. Good to be back here. It's been a minute. I have some like really new stuff. So this one I finished today. I submerged into water for the first time in 3 years. Went under to drown out sound. What I found was serenity in H2O. I felt weightless. As I have my eyes closed, surrounded by chlorine, I swim into the illusion to change. My muscles change a nucleus of tendons to strength. Water shook off of my body when I got out. I did not feel judged. I did not feel the stares of the eyes like daggers aimed with infrared dots. No, I no longer felt ashamed. I felt a peace I haven't felt in a while. Peace to you, my body. You've been flayed and fried, walked away with venom in hand and penance in the other. The venom is not worth being grasped. It will erode you away to the core. Reconcile with your soul, for you, body, is a unity with the soul. So we depart. Let's submerge again in between the hydrogen and oxygen. Merge a whole new person. Clarity above the chlorine. I'll do the second one too, because I kind of want to shit on Chick-fil-A, so let's do this one. A garbage poem for a garbage company in the most garbage-ass format ever imagined. 10 places with better food than Chick-fil-A. 1. Wendy's. The commercials are way better as we got the bag, the Wendy's biggie bag, and also the social media game will roast you better than the way you cook your bland chicken. 2. Cluck you, as in they will cluck you up with better sauces than your ordinary sauces, and the quality is primo. 3. Checkers. Seriously, you ever had that chicken sandwich and those waffle fries? Well worth the drive alone. That's all. And the pepper in those fries is more spice than your bland sandwiches. Number 4. White Castle. Has better chicken in slider form than your non-succulent ass and will cleanse your body better than Chick-fil-A. 5. Crown Fried Chicken. The place where people would go to feel like kings on a $5 meal where you would get some good quality chicken and so many other options. Your arteries won't thank you for it. Your stomach will. Number 6. The street vendors in New York City. They were the beacons at the end of the moonlight that we would nourish the soul for such dirt cheap prices and sober way after bar hopping, slamming shots and drinks like bunnies breeding. 7. Diners. Name any Jersey diner as they are the heavens of the 3 a.m. calls to get a sandwich or some disco fries of sobering the drunken thoughts we held on so dear. Number 8. Replicate. 1 to 8. Still want one of those options, take your ass to at least a McDonald's or Burger King, have some class with it. Number 9. Reach the point of the poem where I tell you to order food at your local store. 10. So desperate. Go vegan or vegetarian. Onyx H2O said it best to paraphrase, vegan is a love language. You don't want any of these options. Get your ass out of my fucking way. Yes, I don't know. If you can't tell, I'm not a fan of Chick-fil-A. To end, I'm gonna do one more. This one also does not have a title, and it's also a newer one. To the ones who drown the sorrows of yesterdays with liquor at the bar at 1 a.m., take shots of whatever is on the shelf to drown out the beast in the bellies, this is for you, whose burdens haunt demons, who live in nightmares, sleepwalking daydreams, whose sensations are stressed that it makes you sick. Those with homes are broken when entering the door, whose living room is dead, whose dining room is feasting upon your body. For those with ghosts that spook every bone of your body, leaving your old self in the closet with many other skeletons buried underneath the skins of light. Bare bones of trauma locked away and hung up on a hanger, hoping it is lost away, when instead when you open the memories of your closet and there it is, not where you left it. With post-traumatics that wasn't addressed properly, the stress-causing disorder, this is the poem for you. This is for you to feel seen, feel heard, feel loved. There is a home here waiting for you. You can reside for a while. There's no need to drown your sorrows with wine, beer, or any other alcohol. You don't have to be alone. Come here. Feed you. Starve your beasts. Clothe you with gauze pads for your wounds, and we will help you heal. Just take our hands. Let's pull you out of the grave. That's all for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is Nick Petty Logos, what is up, man? Awesome. You got anything come up you like to promote as well? Coming or any of your work?
I'm going to be in New York for the hybrid event coming up for the New Year. In terms of live shows, I know I have one in July. I think it's like the 22nd in the Bronx. And I do have a Tumblewards workshop the next day afterwards on the 23rd. So I'll be at Tumblewards doing spirituality duality. I also have the 6th. I have Right to the Mic. It is I have the workshop prior, and then I have the open mic right after that's live. And then I don't think I have anything else coming up in terms of any live stuff or anything like that or features. I don't have any, but I'm always open to whoever wants to book me. Sure. And if you want to catch more of me, Real Nick P on IG, Facebook, Nick Pay Logos. I'll also drop my info for the stuff in the chat and everything for the mic and everything. But it's great to be back here. We have and like we talked before, Richie, we have to talk soon, man. You know what it is.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Cool, man. Always great having you on. Definitely check that out. Once again, I want to give a shout out to everyone watching right now on YouTube. If you're live, that's awesome. Let us know that you're listening. Just say hi in the chat. Where are you watching from? If you're watching this afterwards, if you're watching the replay, definitely we still love having you here. Drop a comment. You know, whose poems are you liking? What lines stood out to you? You know, which ones made you feel something? You know, which ones like cracked something open or like made you like realize something new about the world, or you know, maybe you were able to relate to so hard. Anyway, glad to have you. Shout out to everyone right now watching on YouTube. And of course, go follow Nick, the real Nick P or Nick Logos online. All right, we're going to keep going. Wait, is Terry here? I don't think I missed. No. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep going. If Terry does make it, that is, we'll add her as well. We're actually going to go to the Philippines. It's always awesome when I see his name on the list, because I know he's a busy guy. He's performing all over the world and has so many fans and does great work. Let's go ahead and welcome, see if he's here with us. We got Lacan in the house. What is up,
Hey
Lacan?
man,
How you doing today?
perspiring.
Oh yeah.
It's hot. It's hot here. It's supposedly like rainy season now, but no, it is hot. But know how it is living in a tropical country. So yeah, thank you so much, Richie, and thank you to everyone who had shared and also who will still share today, and the ones listening on this feed. Hello, magandang umaga. Good morning, everyone, and to Americans, happy 4th of July. I have two pieces for today. The first one, well, actually, both of them I wrote last week. So, first one is "Come all ye faithful." My mouth has gods. They know how to listen on the words strung in my head like a steel rosary, making my knees bend to be penitent, obedient for a sacrament in a moment. My gods taught me to taste their moans, their groans, to curl my tongue back, to savor the pleasure of worshiping Saturdays, reciting a black litany to backtrack a sin, screaming their names is damned by the divine. Silence exalts the exits found in their mercy. It is sacred for them to be scarred, to be scared, sucking my mortality. It can be struck, written off from my sullied jaw. I am a tainted congregation, says their body of scriptures. I must wait for their gospel, read from my numbed teeth, clenched of fear of them. I shouldn't offend my gods. My lips is in need of a host, to be shoved a halo, to be saved by their wet blessing, showered by a wet heaven in me. My gods made skies out of pain. I am now absolved of my innocence when they hid their Messiah behind my palate. To remind my faith every day, they founded a church that night, made of Vanta light, blinding even the moon, genuflected its reflection to the parochial identity that now lies inside me. It grows by the letters that evangelize its denomination. My gods have different names. They have many churches. Are you one of them? Are you a church of rape too? Maraming salamat. Next piece is called Chill, In. Chill In. My papa knows how to play the beat and how to beat me up. Down to every bit. He's like a DJ who can spin a grin while smashing my skin. It happens often, becoming a routine hobby for him to jive, to vibe every swear. I swear like a record to record how to groove mornings with a backhand rhythm, bobbing my head on walls that charts the labels on his fist, pumping my body, making an album of parental authority, a melody of crunching my jaw, making a craze. It's selling like hotcakes on my throat, shoved while his pride is dancing to the music. Or throwing a sun on a mush pit of bruises. It's becoming trippy to trip my face like a cover poster of how a father can shuffle punches to a boy's breakfast, not knowing which track is going to kick me off my mood of forgiving him whenever he hooks me, his anger looking like a good song you'd listen to over and over again on a broken player that stops whenever someone might ask, where did you get it? Papa knows best. Thank you. Maraming salamat. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Richie.
Oh, awesome. I like that flyer you had there too. That's a pretty cool way of promoting too, right? I just wish the people on YouTube can see it, because I think on YouTube it just shows your name, like a black background in the name. But of course, if people want to follow you, it could just be Lacan, right? Lacan Poetry, or the Lacan Poetry on Instagram. That's probably the best spot to find you, or what would you say?
Yes. For now, yes, it is my main social media, Instagram. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, TikTok, and also I have an account on OnlyFans, but all are somewhat inactive. But soon they'll be, they'll have something. So there.
All right, awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you took the time out of the day to share, as always, with us. Appreciate you, man.
Always, Richie. Always. Thank you so much.
Cool. Poetry Festival. That's cool. That's a cool flyer. Oh, hey, in 2 weeks, if you are watching and you live in El Paso, in 2 weeks, we are going to return to jazz and poetry night at Thursday night at International. So that would be, I believe, the 14th. Yeah, Thursday the 14th, downtown International. I'm going to be performing live poetry / hip hop with a jazz band. I think as of the moment right now, I'm going to have my buddy Jay, Rebel Agnostic, as well, spinning some poetry. And I'm waiting for confirmation from a third. It's going to be really cool. Those are some of my favorite nights, just because that's kind of what I love to do. In fact, on yesterday, I got to perform with the jazz guys a little bit at one of the bars in our area. That was a whole lot of fun. Anyway, if you're free, make plans on the 14th. Come check out some jazz and poetry. So much fun. Recorded a little bit. We'll try and record better for next time. Alrighty then. That was just a quick little announcement, a little shameless plug. Let's go ahead and keep going. And we're going to go ahead and head back to El Paso, where we have Kit Wren, as always, rocking one of his spectacular shirts. And looking forward to it. Kit, go ahead and take it away, Mr. Monday Night.
Thank you, Richie. Homefieldapparel.com. That's homefieldapparel.com. That's where I get all these fun college football shirts. But let's see. Two of mine, and then the cover. Cover's a little on the long side, so we're squatting down a bit, but two of mine, as I said. The zoning committee has been working around the clock, availing themselves of even the extra 37 minutes. The issue is a silly one, but one with billions of dollars staked on it regardless. Owing to the nature of Mars-reduced gravity, how far away from residential neighborhoods must the proposed stadium for the expansion franchise Mars City Rovers be built in order to prevent unusual amounts of property damage from flying baseballs? The meetings have been contentious, detail-oriented, inscrutable, and unproductive. At this point in the young history of Mars City, not even a generation on, the pioneer's dream of leaving Earth's problems on Earth seems tragically naive, like a virus praying earnestly for its next host to be tougher. And well, the closest thing to patriotism I can muster is arcane baseball references. So here's another one of those. In 1867, when Candy Cummings of the Brooklyn Excelsiors threw the first curveball, there was such a moral panic in the baseball watchers of New England that would make Cotton and Increase Mather themselves preach caution instead of herald fire. This unruly man had introduced trickery into the pastoral poem of the nation's young pastime. People driven by passion would barnstorm just behind the Brooklyn Nine, determined to heckle Cummings out of the game and into infamy. One or two carrying a hatchet, an imitation of Carrie Nation and her much different crusade for moral purity. But they had paid for a ticket for their right to heckle, and their burning hatred for the unsporting trickery of Candy Cummings filled seats and coffers that would otherwise be vacant. And though he later donned the dark blues of Hartford and the reds of Cincinnati, the curveball was too effective a tactic to ever become a matter of chivalry. This is how the future happens, without your consent. You may rage and throw your shoe at the first songbird, telling the world how great it is to be a songbird at 4:30 in the morning, but you missed. And now you're up and barefoot, and your heart is pressing against your chest like it's looking for a door. You might as well stay up. The sun might as well join you. You can't stop the world from throwing curveballs. You can only hit it right back up the 5-hole until it has to try something else. And so for the cover poem, I thought, well, what lasting cultural thing from this era of the United States will last? And it's probably diet soda. This is Diet Mountain Dew by Timothy Donnelly. I have built my ship of death, and when the wind kicks up, I'll cut it loose to do its thing across an unnamed lake of you, a firefly sent pulsing through the nonstop estivation of the verses of our South, who in its larval phase would feast on bitter worms and snails, who emerges from its mud chamber, our planet's most efficient luminescence, who turns chemical energy into radiant energy, shedding very little heat. So will I sail the compass of you, pleased with my cold light. I have built my ship of death, aglow in sturdy chemicals and powered up at night like American Express. I'm all customer service, only minus the customer. No service to speak of other than death. You will know my logo by its absence and slogan from the past ad for the sugared style of you on TV in my youth. It goes like this: when my thirst is at its worst, and then I let it trail off into the unsayable, or is it just unsaid because my mouth is full of you again? A green like no other green in the dale, indelicate green or green indecent, surpassing the fern and sprout in April's optimistic leaflet. Some stop to admire in nature. They take photographs, non-cognizant of other vehicles. You are too green for pasture. You are my green oncoming vehicle. Usurper of green, assassin to the grasshopper and its plan. I put me in your path, which is the path a planet takes when it means to destroy another. I think you know I'm okay with that. A green like no other green, resplendent in production since 1940, when brothers Barney and Allie Hartman cooked it up in Tennessee, qua private mixer named after moonshine. Its formula then revised by Bill Bridgeforth of the Tri-City Beverage Corps in 1958. Year Linwood Burton, chemically inclined entrepreneur and ship cleaning service owner, sold his formula for a relatively safe maritime solvent to Procter & Gamble of Ohio, who went on to market it under the name of Mr. Clean, whose green approaches yours, then at the last second swerves into a joke. Yellow plays on green to make blue jealous till it blows up in its face, but I can't not love the smell of it. Citrus, reimagined by an extraterrestrial lizard, which is to say inhuman in the way you say inhuman to me. A compliment, unraveled in the drawl. Hey, you over there, you look so unaccustomed to temporality, I would have sworn you were inhuman. And time for it after time, I fall. Further evidence of my humanity. I am at heart no less susceptible to rot than the felt hat on the head of the rifle-toting barefoot hillbilly, your mascot, until he disappeared in 1969. Instinct says he must have shot himself in the woods, in the mouth. One sunrise when a frost was at hand and the apples fell thick, and he was way too awake when he did so, not to think there would be another waiting like a can of you in the 12-pack in my refrigerator. I have built my ship of death, and enough already, every toxic sip of you preparing for the journey to bloviation. I leave to return and return to depart again the stronger for a satisfaction being bound to no port has afforded me. I have built my ship of death so that even when I crawl back down into the hold of it, alive as what unnaturalness in you can keep me, it's only to emerge from the other end of it intact and perfectly prepared to be your grasshopper.
The energy, man. That's where it's at. I know it always draws a lot of people in. Appreciate it as always, Kit. So how can people follow you online? I know you got the sheet right there ready to go.
Yeah, with a little coffee stick. Instagram at Kit Ran Away, Twitter at Kit Talk Sports. We can talk about nicer things. Kofi.com/Kit Ren. Find me on Facebook, easy enough. You can send me an email. If you really want to send me money, you can do that through PayPal. I'll make a new one of these. Tumblewords, this Saturday, our host will be Sarah Addison, also known as Jupiter Grio, someone who's been coming to Tumblewords for many years and knows how to put on a workshop. So that should be a good time. The week after that, it'll be some guy named Kit Red. Do you guys know anything about him? Sounds kind of sketchy to me, but. And then the week after that, on the 23rd, as Nick already said, he'll be hosting. Don't remember who has the 30th, but someone does. So Tumblewords every Saturday, one mountain. And we'll see you soon.
Awesome. All right. We were fighting again around the spotlight button again. I was like, he's about to push it. He pushed it. All right, cool. What is up again, everyone? We are getting towards the end of our list, so if you want to sign up, there are some open spots. In fact, I totally forgot to post the list when we joined, so I hope this isn't too much of a surprise. But we do have Ed Poetastic up next. I want to make sure he's here with us. Last time he was off grabbing some grub, and I don't blame him. You know, sometimes you got to get your snack on. All right, hey Ed, you're here. How you doing today? What's going on? How is it in DC today? What you got going on?
Oh my God, it's noisy. I'm sorry about last time. Grubhub. Hello, Richie, my man. That's on the man. Woo! And Kit, we always love the stuff that you spit. Happy 4th of July. I hope you're looking at the skies. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, all this firework. I feel like I'm gonna die. But anyway, my name is Ed Potato, NFL Fantastic. Please get time to the German Rhyme 5 is Sublime. All right. This is called Oh Erica. Oh Erica, why are you in so much pain and chains? You're not simply free, but bow on your knees. People advertise your image in so many stages. It's really sad because you were never so ironclad. The founding fathers sending all to slaughter, the extremists spreading hate over your state. The rich love to be greedy by ignoring the needy. The crooked cops love to go pop, pop, pop. The poor victims being tagged in the system. The old crimes lost in the passing new times. The wars of what the fuck are we fighting for? The pandemic that's kind of sort of raising havoc. The golden fools being used as mindless tools. The flashy reporters preaching everything but order. The social media bug hiding compassion under the rug. The worshippers of green causing crime scenes. The innocent in cages watching anarchy rages. The video machines cast away some humanity. The noisy guns seem to avoid the trial runs. The pleas of Mother Nature in blazing labor. The global warming clouds breathing so loud. The deep drills paying the bills yet slowly kills. The few spoiling themselves yet don't indulge on the bookshelves. Erica, you're everything but red, white, and blue, but what the fuck have they done to you? You're not a girl of opportunity, but an old woman with bags of pity. Oh, Erica, it's not your fault for thought. You're only the victim of global assault. Thank you. All right. That's from Nick P's wonderful workshop where the fun never stops. All right. I got another one. This is called Knock Knock. Knock 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 knock. Knock knock. Who, what, when, where? Knock knock. Who's there? Knock knock. Should I care? Knock knock. Do I dare? Knock knock. Dang it, the sun's glare. Knock knock. Yes, I can hear, I'm aware. Knock knock. I do nothing, I swear. Knock knock. I don't need prayer. Knock knock. My house doesn't need repair. Knock knock. I don't need cookware. Knock knock. I don't need another armchair. Knock knock. I'm losing my hair. Knock knock. Don't have money to spare. Knock knock. I know life isn't fair. Knock knock. Oh my God, I'm in a nightmare. Knock knock. Are you a grizzly bear? Knock knock. I'm only in my underwear. Knock knock. Please be air. Knock knock. I have nothing to share. Knock knock. This isn't a daycare. Knock knock. Yes, I'm here. Are you still there? And I got one more different encore forevermore. This is called much better. It's much better to give to receive. It's much better to fail than to achieve. It's much better to share than to be greedy. It's better to work than to be needy. It's better to love than to be bad. It's better to be happy than to be sad. It's better to be simple than to be complicated. It's better to be adored than to be hated. It's better to be alive than to be dead. It's better to be here than to be ahead. It's better to be you than nothing at all. It's better to feel than to be a wall. It's better to be seen to be mute. It's better to be real than to be cute. It's better to be a memory than to be a dream. It's better to be a road than to be a stream. Thank you.
Great stuff, Potastic. That was really cool.
Because you made me feel fantastic.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sorry, my cat was going crazy. I had to let him out. So what did I miss the whole thing? Like, what do you have coming up, man? What'd you like to promote?
I like to promote this wonderful open mic that makes our Monday night such a delight. Next Wednesday, me and Finn Bell are having our famous movie night. We are featuring so many movies, so please come. Bring your slippers, bring your popcorn, your cookies, your muffins, or your cupcakes, and please enjoy and elevate.
That is awesome. That's cool. Do you know what you're showing?
We're showing Galaxy Quest, and we're showing just Galaxy Quest and much more. So please, if you want to adore, please come and feed your movie core forevermore.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Who's that rapping on my chamber door? Rapping, Mr. Raven. That's from MC Edgar Allan Poe, MC Poe. All right. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. As always, thanks for coming through. Check out Movie Night. And of course, you can catch them at most of the mics, which is amazing. Good night, Lacan. Glad having you here. All right, let's see. We're going through the list very, very, very rapidly. So let's go ahead and let's see. We're going to go ahead and go to the West Coast. We haven't been there a whole lot tonight, but we're going to check in on our favorite Chicano poet who hits up these open mics. As always, he's got, I hear myself echo. All right, just kidding. Yo, welcome back, Tessa Somok. What's up?
What's up, Richie? I was been playing your drop track.
The DJ set. Nice.
Your Desert Rituals is very popular.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much play it till it's worn out.
Man, you're gonna be like, that's gonna be your epitaph. What do they call it? Epitafio?
Be kind of fitting.
Huh?
It would be kind of fitting, a desert ritual, if you will.
I know, huh? Here rests Brother Richie. Brother Bear. Brother Richie. All right. I have this piece titled The Failure of Attention. This is the opening quote. Go in confidence. Study the rules, and above all things, study human nature. For the proper study of mankind is man, and you will find that while expanding the intellect and the muscles, your enlarged experience will enable you to every day accumulate more and more principle, which will increase itself by interest, and otherwise until you arrive at a state of independence. P.T. Barnum, The Art of Money Getting. It was promised as a community of non-fungible tokens, decentralized as an autonomous organization, DAO, with thousands chipping and earning micro self-induced opiate rewards, where the glaring, glassy, handheld dwell devices activate aberrant mu, delta, and kappa receptors via the immaterial stimulation of opioid peptides. Sprinkle like essential as pixie dust, the recognizable disguise of free competition as the failed Hegelian fissure of differences via generative adversarial hopes that the eschatology will be harmony. Hard to ignore the counterintuitive hype cycles of the mimetic marketing promises from illusory digital communities. A manufactured consent hinge on affinities and values derived from parasitic attention and control. Reminisce the disrupted old social organizations constrained by geography and quotidian materialism. Rejoice the infantile simulacrum of an extended community sold with digital connectivity, no longer delimited by geographic, class, race, nor aesthetics. Soul choice, strategically misrepresented from tracking before detection, the attention markets and matchmaking algorithms. Once upon a time, you could show up to the brick and mortar manufacturing plant. Today, the factory is decentralized, virtual, immaterial, suspended in quantum states, coupled to Schrodinger's cat, caught in lattices of Schottky diode curves, bipolar junction transistors, BJTs, FETs, NPs, NPNs, or negative logic, P into N and back out of P. Those pesky junction field effect transistors, the metal oxide semiconductors, MOSFETs, sensitive to damage from high voltage electrostatic discharge. All that is left is this semiotic representation organized by axiomatic logic from desert rituals of symbols, theorems, proofs, smart contracts, social scalability, and depletions of social junctions. We're left with the failed cryptocurrency fantasies, the false autonomy of semiotic electrons, the irreversible anarchic blockchains with full accountability distributed across handheld harbingers of depletion. Left behind are the BIPOC failed communities unable to create their own money, deterred from their own rules of cooperation, their own forms of labor. That was that piece, Richie. That was, I don't know if that's the stick or the carrot. We'll have to see.
All right.
We'll let Kit be the judge of that. Sing me a song. You're a singer. Do me a wrong. You're a bringer of evil. The devil is never a maker. The Lee is that you give, you're a taker. So it's on and on and on. It's heaven and hell. Well, the lover of life's not a sinner. The ending is just the beginner. The closer you get to the meaning, the sooner you'll know that you're dreaming. So it's on and on and on. Oh, it's on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. Heaven and hell, I can tell. Fools, fools, oh yeah. Well, if it seems to be real, it's an illusion. For every moment of truth, there's confusion. So it's on and on and on. Oh, it's on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. Heaven and hell. They say that life's a carousel, spinning fast, you got to ride it well. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal. It's heaven and hell, oh well. And they'll tell you black is really white. The moon is just the sun at night. And when you walk in golden hall, you get to keep the gold that falls. It's heaven and hell. Oh, well.
Right on. How'd you feel about that one?
Me or Kit? We're waiting for the El Paso sings. What is it called? El Paso's greatest.
I just don't know sometimes, man. I just don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So what you got going on?
Right now, I'm just trying to finish up some stuff, and on the 17th, they're gonna record my masterclass poem for a collection that honors Miguel Algarin. So they're sending somebody from New York to LA to video record for high audio and video quality that performance. And then other than that, I just writing like crazy.
Yeah, right on.
So how did you like that, Richie? How do you like that interpretation?
Wait, what was the original?
Oh my God!
I didn't catch on.
Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I didn't follow Black Sabbath as much.
It's Dio era. It's kind of niche.
So in my mind, that's it. I don't know any other version. I'll check out the link that kid provided and ruin my reality. No, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us, and of course, as always, Gashes 2019 on Instagram, as well as Facebook, right?
Yep.
Awesome,
Correct.
and looking forward to the upcoming works. As always, new publications. I know you're working hard on it. That's very admirable. I got to work on that too. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tez. There's a Somok. Alrighty then. What is up? Looking at the list. Let's see. I have too many windows open. Give me a second here. I don't even know if he's ready. He's usually working on his pieces. I think he's ready. He's got his camera on and everything. He's opening his book. I was going to share a piece. I guess I'll go after him though, because he's always the director behind the scenes and in the cam. We were celebrating his birthday last Monday. Ladies and gents, beautiful ambies. Let's go ahead and welcome our next performer. He's a closer. That's right. He's a closer. here to close out the show. Actually, I'm going to close out the show today with a piece, but let's go ahead and welcome the regular close. Let's make some noise for Dan the Man. I don't know what this is, by the way. This is, and yeah, Dan, go and take it away. Dan the Man.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, happy 4th of July. And yeah, I always wear this.
Yo, you have your TV on.
I'm sorry? Oh, shoot. Yeah, hold on. Okay, let me try this again. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I'm currently I'm developing and saving the blog for the 4th of July. You guys gonna like this one. I did promote the tomorrow's Mono Bar, especially the one from next Tuesday, the one from in 2 weeks from Tuesday, the next Friday, and the one on the 28th for the Old Sheepdog Brewery. And I hope you guys like this one. And yep, since this is the 4th of July, yep, since we're now in July, this is yet another piece. It is, I'm trying to show my shirt here. Okay. It is yet another piece. It is A Child's Calendar by John Updike, the month of July. All right, hold on. Okay. July. Okay. July. Bang, bang, kaboom. We celebrate our National Independence Day, the 4th, with firecrackers, the marching of the Legion Band. America. It makes us think of our hot dogs, fries, and a Coke to drink. Yeah. America. It makes us think of hot dogs, fries, and Coke to drink. I'm sorry, I said that quote. The shade is hot. The little ants are busy, but poor Fido pants. And Tabby does doze in a pool of fur she sheds to keep her cool. End quote. Here it is. Poor doggy. Good night, Robin. And here it is. Yep. July firecrackers. I guess you already heard the firecrackers outside my window. It's been going up for the past 2 hours now. Yep, firecrackers. Yeah. All right, that is the month of July. A Child's Calendar by John Updike. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, yeah, so just want to say happy 4th of July to each and every one of you. Lizzie, happy birthday. And oh yeah, and if anybody has not gotten the new book from Patty Orozco called Drenched Raincoat, I had a sneak peek on this one, which I did promote that one on my blog, on my previous blog, and I just did that already, which you guys are gonna like this one. And so please get the book from Patty Orozco. You guys gonna like this one. Yeah. All right. Oh, and according to Matthew McConaughey, all right. Or the song, or Jack Ingram, all right. Yeah. Everything will be all right. Just staying at the scene on side. All right. Richie.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were broken or something. Sorry. Let me like a record player skipping.
Oh, it's because I'm trying to put my card.
Your card? Oh. Show it. Go for it.
Okay. And okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, all right, guys, here it is. We didn't weep it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm behind a couple of pics on. I'm behind posts on Twitter and sometimes on Facebook, so I apologize for that. But just find my blogs on YouTube. Don't forget the hashtag Animance Weekly. First and foremost, happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Well, to each and every one of you. God bless America. USA, 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 USA. All right, guys. All right, again, happy 4th of July. I think I'm gonna look out the rest of the fireworks. Okay, Richie, let's go ahead and do your piece and let's go. And afterwards, let's call it a night. Thank you, Richie. And the rest of you, happy 4th of July.
Awesome, man. I really enjoyed that laugh there. That was interesting. That was yeah, enjoy those fireworks. You know what? I have a box of fireworks still that I need to pop. they're cute. They're cute little fireworks. I almost blew up my hand the other night. Just kidding. I didn't. Nah, but Patty brought some cool ones and we were trying to light them in the rain. Did not work. Okay, yo, all right, see you, Dan. Okay. Gonna go ahead and close it out. Wait, actually, no, Terry's here. I want to make sure because you were on the list, and I know you just joined us right now.
Hi.
So, Terry, how you doing, Terry?
Terry.
I'm doing pretty good. I went into Atlantic City to look at the fireworks.
All right.
And on the way in, they were shooting the fireworks off because my girlfriend, who wanted to come with me, actually, it was her idea too, was getting to my house so late. I told her we're never going to make it over there in time. We're going to see it as we're driving in. And that's exactly what happened. Then we were trying to get something to eat and all the restaurants stopped serving food except for a couple of takeout places. And we went crazy looking all around for places. Like nobody serves food past a certain time. And because it was the 4th of July on a Monday, most restaurants aren't even open on Monday. So we ended up at McDonald's.
And what a way to celebrate.
I'm telling
America.
you. I'm telling you, you can't get any more Americanized than McDonald's.
The Golden Arches.
Yes, we brought it in the way an American would.
Cool. So did you have any pieces that you wanted to share?
Well, not really, because it's so late. I could, you know what? I have I got Emily Cortis's book and I read out of it today. I could read something else out of it. Hang on one sec.
All right, cool. I like how you're just updating us on your day then.
Yeah, because that's why I wasn't here. Because she calls me and I'm always thinking she's gonna ditch, she's gonna bail, she's not gonna show up. And then she shows up at the last minute. And I'm like, yeah, here we go. Okay. So Emily's book is called Armful of Poppies. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And I was looking through this today. I just got it. Let's see. This one looks pretty good. I'm gonna make sure she's so much more intelligent than I am. So the words that her vocabulary is so much more advanced, and I gotta make sure when I read it that I don't mispronounce something. Okay, architecture of breath. An English teacher once told me poetry is breath architecture. Each word a yoga pose, infused with prana, a prayer inspired in spirit, as it's uttered. Windcast, dandelion, seed pods, or the comets that we wish on. Ink trails blazing through the cosmos. Pens like Harold's purple crayon. Looping tangles strung together. Forming images from chaos. To bestow on airy nothings. A local habitation and a name. So while East 3rd Street slumbers, sleeping giant of our memories, we'll build a house of words to shelter us. Paint the walls with metaphors and hang our tales like crystal chandeliers. Freaks and misfits round the table, all the wounded and the mighty, flaunting ink tattoos, displaying battle scars, as we reclaim and remember, piercing scattered souls together, forging filigree to patch our shattered hearts. We exist beyond all limits, under no man's jurisdiction. What our souls create, let nothing tear apart. As each day within this guest house brings arrivals and departures, and the players come and exit through the stages, sacred wings, still, these walls we've built will sing because we do. Isn't that nice?
Very much. Very nice.
I love her process. I love it.
Awesome. Right on. Yeah. Shout out to Emily. I know she's tuned in a couple times in our history of doing this one. Awesome. Did you have any, anything?
I have something.
All right, cool.
I feel like some haikus. My body, my choice. Need to make a correction. Rules on conception. Origin story. Failed attempt to cover lies. Comes as no surprise. Ways to control us. They need to diminish truth. Battleground of mind. Sacred place of womb. We lost the right to choose whose. No more, baby girl. Put on the pink hat. There's no wrong or right to life. Go march in the street. Go tell your story. Gather your daughters and wives. Follow the money. Open your third eye to see the bigger picture. Fathers and husbands. Government control. Case of morality rules. Thinks we are all fools. So that's my piece.
All righty then. Awesome. And of course, you do have publication. You want to tell us about how we can get that?
Yes, my book, which I just bagged up because I sold another book today, is right here. It's actually behind my background here. This is my book, Chameleon Chronicles Words Never Spoken. And I have Cash App now because I'm trying to make it easier for people to get the book. So Cash App is working nicely for getting new customers. And it's 15. So if you're interested, just send me a message. iFunny's Mom on Instagram or Teresa Rose Dirtson on Facebook.
All right. Awesome. I think we got everything covered. Appreciate it. We got you on the show. I wasn't sure. Like, Terry's not here today, but you made it. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
See you next time. All righty then. Cool. What is up, everyone? Shout out to everyone who read today. I don't know why I just randomly wanted to read this one. I haven't read it before here. So it's a cover poem and it is an ode, but I'm not going to say to what, because it'll be obvious in the poem. But yeah, here we go. I've never read it, so let's see how it goes. Oh, Waterburger, Texas-born Titan, A-frame shelter, pilgrimage for the South Church of meat, grease, and longer waits, perfectly salted pulpit for the hungry, We're knelt before you and drive through in car seat or strangely shaped table that consists of half booth, half chairs. We have come to receive your honey, butter, chicken blessings, your commercials, our sermon. William H. Bassett, the narrator's voice, is the equivalent to that of my grandfather or the Archangel Gabriel as he preaches. You know that feeling you get when you could have ordered your burger with extra onions, grilled jalapenos, 3 slices of cheese, but you didn't and your buddy did. That's what we call getting out Waterburgered. 36,864 different customizable deities. Other fast food chains are not worthy of comparison. Burger King isn't open 24 hours. Chick-fil-A does not serve 100% USDA inspected fresh, never frozen beef. McDonald's would benefit from a PR lesson from you, and Arby's has enough problems. They chose to compete with like the 5th most popular meat option. And Wendy's wants to be you when she grows up. Your business model is not to guilt us with calories, but empower us with affirmations. When you say just like you like it, oh, Waterburger, you would be a sweet, sweet lover. But that's for another poem. In high school, you were a place to hang that didn't involve the words pasture party. In college, you are our live 2 a.m. entertainment. You're the only place I've ever felt safe sitting next to a cop. What I'm trying to say is that I want to take the Waterburger drive-through employee that I love him. I was simultaneously on the phone with my girlfriend, Kirsten, and there may have been some confusion from the bottom of my A1 thick and hearty heart of hearts. Thank you for the milkshakes. Thank you for the ketchup. Thank you for the spicy ketchup. Thank you for the chicken strips and gravy, Southern hospitality, and apple pie goodness. And thank you for the one time Zach Hill ordered a sweet tea and the drive-through lady told me, I hope you like this. I put my heart into it. I know you did. I know. Anyway, that's Ode to Waterburger by Amir Safi. That one's resonated with me for a while. I forgot about it today for some reason. But want to thank everyone for, as always, tuning in to the online mic. If you're on YouTube, appreciate you once again. We're going to be back here next Monday. Maybe we will have a guest host or 2 this month. We'll see. Still planning it out. But as always, if you're in the El Paso area, this week we do have a live in-person open mic at Mona Bar. Next week, we're going to be at Craft Rhythm and Brews on Friday, I believe the 15th. And the day before that, Thursday the 14th, Jazz and Poetry, Downtown International. Come out, hang out, support. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and end the live stream. But again, as always, we're going to keep the room open for those who want to just hang out, chat, do surveys, whatever, just go on spills. But we want to, I forgot how to do everything suddenly because I'm thinking about Waterburger. All right, yeah. For the live stream, we'll see you guys next time. My name is Rich. Shout out to all the performers. Shout out to all of you guys. Peace.